American economy in 2025. See, back then I didn't know what that meant, but now I go from living in a four-bedroom house to a two-bedroom apartment. So I think I kind of have some sort of vision of what he meant or ruining the economy. Because, prices these days, back in my day, a can of soda was just only, like 2 cents. 2 cents for a can of soda. And back in my day, there was nights where you can go to the movies for $1. $1 movies. And, there was I saw this movie one time. It was before sound was ever invented. So, before sound was ever a concept, we would just have these things called silent films. And, in these films, there would be some guy, he would be running around, and then for some reason, when he closes his door, his entire front of his house falls down. But miraculously, he's like surviving in the middle of the window. Yes, yes. And then, like, all of a sudden, he started talking, like, this time. Now this is when sound was actually, like, invented. Because he said, wait, I can open my mouth. Because sometimes, like, when you're, like, in a movie, you're so focused, you forgot to just open your mouth and speak. So when he just remembered that, he was like, oh. Now they started doing things like scripting and rehearsing scenes and whatnot. And sometimes you just show up on set. You don't even have to even work with them. Sometimes they'll just let a random person on. I remember I was in a few movies. And those movies were amazing. You see, the first movie I was in, it had something to do with these scrawny little teenagers, and they would run around fighting these monsters, these big, huge monsters, and they would like shout some sort of word. And what was it? What was it? Pistachio or something like that. They would say it's pistachio, and like these powerful ghosts would come up behind them, and then like all of a sudden they're fighting vampires and whatnot, and then like they all move to Japan, and like they see like this killer guy, and something about like some grandpa having an affair, and then there's the uncle's younger than the grandson or something, and now someone with a freaky haircut is beating up people, and there's a serial killer, and he wants to blow up people. I was like, you can't just put this in a movie. It's too violent for children. He's just a weird guy who likes hands, and he's blowing stuff up, and it's crazy. And then they're giving the criminals the movies, and they have the gangsters and not. And we have one where he was playing with his zippers and whatnot. That's crazy. You can play with that zipper. You can get your finger cut on that. So he's playing with the zipper, and all of a sudden he's taken down by this some Italian guy. Well, they're all Italian, but then like, the thing is, they weren't speaking Italian. I was watching it, and it was like, that's not Italian. It was clearly, I don't know, Chinese, but it was like speaking Italian or something, and then or at least allegedly, and then suddenly like this guy with his boy had his chest out for some reason, which is like really inappropriate. He would like pose a lot, and then he would have like this weird like golden thing punch at people instead of fighting. It's like, you have to hide behind the golden guy. You're gonna punch him yourself, and then he like killed some guy like a good 30 times, and now he's like the boss or something. And then like, I don't know, but this motivated me to write a story, a very special story. See, I've been working on this story for a while, and no one else has ever come up with this concept. Where three people, they're going into this, they're like in this special world where they fight all kinds of wacky, amazing like creatures and whatnot. And like it's about some sort of thing where like it's about See, this story has never been come up with before. It's about a human, a monster, and like so this little guy. It's like a prince of darkness because it sounds like mysterious. And then like I wrote in the story where how in the part where they're all like going like these crazy adventures. Like they fight a bunch of like decks of cards and whatnot, and a freaky clown.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Still telling me over there story.
Oh, I'm just telling these children my wonderful stories. Oh, back in my day, when the first concept of a story was invented, you see, I was there, where this one guy, he, I forgot what his name was. I think it was Jod, or something like that. I don't know, I forgot how you pronounce it. And he told me that he's going to do this thing where he's going to unleash a bunch of light, create a planet, and put a bunch of people on it, and then animals. And then next thing you know, there's like two people are talking to a snake. They eat an apple. Well, pretty much against the rules. They were supposed to like it was a prop for a movie set, and then they kind of got kicked off. They got fired, and then
What the fuck?
I don't know. They
Is
kind
that
of.
some sort of roleplay thing?
I'm just telling these wonderful stories. You know, it's just something I do.
That's a little indirect.
You know.
Make it awkward.
What type of leaf in it? And I looked at him crazy. I'm like, you gonna put a leaf in your water? That sounds insane. Why don't you put leaves in your water? And then he said, no, look at this. So he puts the leaves in the water. He stirs it around, and it starts changing colors. So it's changing colors and whatnot. And it's like, oh, he takes a sip. Then once he takes a sip, he's like, oh, Gerson, you have to try this. I call this tea. So this is before fresh water was ever like invented by the one guy, Sir Michael of Pickle Pants or whatever. So we had salt water. So I went by the sea, and I took a scoop of it, and then I crushed up I dried the seaweed, crushed it up in there, and I was like, this is what we call sea tea. That's what it came to me. Sea tea. This is tea from the sea. Sea tea. So that's how I invented sea tea. Thanks to the first inventor of the conventional tea you can buy in stores now. Now tea is an amazing thing. I love tea. Tea is really good. Squeeze the ink out of it and put it in your pen. Well, like you can't just grab one. You have to like politely ask, like, can I have some ink? They give you the ink, and then it's back in your pen. Until like some sleazy rich guy said, oh, well, I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna take it anyway. And they started filling up with jars. And he said, get out, you octopi. And now all of them they don't want to go back on land. So that's why all the octopus are like, it's all in the water now. They don't want to come back on land. They used to walk. And they're really smart too. They just pretend not to talk because they don't like people anymore. Thanks to that one rich guy who now sells their ink. And that's his history. Oh, crab apples. I just ran out of crab apples, actually. You see, back in my day when I invented crab apples, I was with this one guy, Johnny Appleseed. He had this big apple tree. So he hands me this thing called an apple. Like, this apple tastes good. He's like, yeah, it's really good. So then this crab comes up and he's like, hey, what if I like put, I chopped off my arm and regrew it. I was like, well, why would you do that? You can't just chop off your arm. It's like, wait, it's okay. What if I put my arm on the apple? So the crab puts his arm on the apple, and then like it like fuses together. This is like back when we still had magic, before the Salem witch trials had to come and ruin everything. So we use magic and now we make crab apples. So basically, crab apples are made completely of magic. You just grab a crab's severed arm, then an apple. You cast a few spells. Now it's fused together. So when you open it, it's uncomfortable at first because you have the like the crab insides of like and then the apple skin. Then you get used to it. And then oh yes, the Salem witch trials. So there was this one guy, he was pretty upset because his wife didn't like him, and his wife was really well versed in magic. This is when everyone's using magic. He was upset because his wife was better than him in magic. So he started like doing this thing where like he was like setting this fire outside, and like everyone's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I want to get back at my wife for like no magic," and like magic's not good. So then like he has it all ready. And he says, "Hey, you think you're better than me at magic? Well, look what I did." So he shows her the fire, and she says, "You didn't even use magic. You just started a fire in the middle of the town." And then like he's like, "No, this fire's for you." And then like he just throws her in and starts like saying like, "Oh, this is because you one of the people who stole money from me." It's like, "No, why would I steal money from you? I'm the one with a job and you don't have a job." And it's like, and now because like she just told everyone that like he doesn't have a job and he's upset. So then like he like starts lying to people, spreading rumors and whatnot. So now like she like gets burned, and then they started. It became a weird trend. Or now like if you don't like what your spouse is doing and you have an argument, it's 9 times out of 10 you're probably going to get burned, and then like it's a lot. And then eventually they had to stop because it's like knives do it for petty reasons and whatnot. And then something about werewolves, and then like vampires not being able to cross rivers and it being too bright because they like to be in the dark and whatnot. And it was a lot. I don't even know why they started in the first place. Sometimes you have to learn not to be a petty individual. When someone provokes you, always remember, don't just simply turn the other cheek, because of course they're gonna smack you again, but always be firm. Turn the other cheek, but be firm. Put your foot down. Understand and take responsibility. Make sure you are the bigger person, and always solve things with kindness. And only fight when it's self-defense, or when you're teaching someone, because there are many ways to teach someone. See, one time, I taught this purple thing. What was her name? What was her name? I'm a little bad with names. It was I'll say Peppermint. See, Peppermint was a rowdy one. She thought she was just the toughest lizard on the block until I showed up. I had to let her know that you being strong isn't just enough. You also have to be strong, not just physically, but in other aspects, because the goal of taking down an enemy is not always violence. Yes, strong in the heart. You have to make sure, as the person who becomes strong, it is your responsibility to choose your path. Either you use your power to protect or power to abuse. And when you use your power to abuse, that's the wrong path. Because with power like that, you lose sight of yourself. Because everyone starts off weak. So in a way, when you pick on the weak, you're essentially annihilating what you used to be. Everyone starts off as weak, but everyone has a unique trait that makes them strong in their own way. Yes, I believe it's time for my evening nap. So, I'll see everyone very soon. Goodbye.